everyone, welcome to my channel. This reading is going to be for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. This is your November mid-month reading. Oops, we wanted to fly out there. 5 of Wands reverse. This is going to be a 7-card advice reading with a numerology card at the end. Pisces. What are the messages for Pisces Spirit, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Pisces? What do they need to know? What is their advice? As always, if the reading resonates, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. 3 of Cups coming up here at the bottom. Possible celebration could also be dealing with another water sign like yourself. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Star, Aquarian energy. Justice, Libra. So lots of air energy coming into the reading. Wow, Magician. That's so interesting. I feel like a lot of the Pisces collective, you're either dealing with an air sign, right? Because we have literally Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini here straight down the row. All major arcana energy too. So it just talks to, you know, a lot of things sort of materializing and manifesting and changing rapidly in your life. You know, that's interesting because like this is energy that I feel like I've picked up on, and a lot of like other sort of readers and astrologers that I follow have picked up on for, you know, the collective kind of, but also just a sign of Pisces. But it's interesting because Pisces is an amalgamation of all the preceding signs, right? We're the last sign of the zodiac, so we contain elements of all the other signs. So again, it is sort of on a collective level, but in some ways it is also specific to the Pisces collective. And you have, you know, manifestation coming in here with the 3 of Wands, right? It's just also saying to have patience. I also did some card pulls for the sign on my social media accounts on Instagram and Twitter earlier today, and I know that the Magician came up for Pisces, so you may want to go check that out. Let me just create some space here. Ooh, Emperor coming up. Aries energy. Okay. It's really interesting because I'm going to talk about it. Let's get to it. You have the 6 of Cups here showing up at the bottom. Could be talking about a person from your past. Wow, Ace of Cups showing up here. Okay, so really either showing up in your element, you know, or this could be talking about, you know, of course, developments in your romantic life, or, you know, just in sort of your passion, right? This could be for a lot of you things sort of happening for you around work, or sort of like pursuing your own kind of business, but it's because you're like really aligning with your life path and purpose. What is my dog doing? Oh, he's gonna say hi everyone. Sorry, I'm back. So the first card you have coming up here in your past, the Star card, again, it's Aquarian energy. This is speaking to healing, okay? It could be referring to you, could be talking about, you know, a dynamic or a connection that you were involved in. Of course, it could also represent an Aquarius. The Star card can also, I'm getting a couple other things off of this card, right? I'm getting sort of this energy of balance, okay? So whether it's sort of like things balancing out in terms of a situation, or even just in terms of your own energy. And I'm also getting here, you know, something it is like, I'm just seeing this sort of, it's like, I'm like, how do I describe this? Basically, I'm seeing like a kind of like a triangular kind of energy, not really in the sense of triangulation, but just sort of elements kind of coming together. It's a little bit like alchemizing, okay? And I'm seeing like some forward trajectory, but it's because of like 2 things coming together. So again, whether if this is some type of internal balance with you, could be someone that you've connected with, okay? But it does feel like it's something that's already has started or is just starting. You have the Justice card coming up here in the present energy. So could be talking about a Libra, of course, is the sign that this card can represent. Could also be talking about, you know, a legal situation, or just situations that sort of involve contracts, okay? Coming out of Mercury retrograde, which ended a little bit over a week ago, right? Things that sort of were like being held up or were like a little bit stuck can now sort of be moving forward. Again, I'm also getting this sort of balancing out of energies, okay? And it very much could be sort of, you know, as a Pisces, like depending on sort of your environmental, like surrounding energies, it can really affect your sort of course, your internal world. And as such a like psychic sign, you're really affected by what's happening around you and how it impacts you internally. So again, whether if it's just you like sort of figuring out how to sort of deal with and flow with energy sort of in a more balanced way, or if it is something that sort of changed in a dynamic, or again, like possibly a person that you're connecting with or connected to. I just feel this sort of balancing out of energy, right? Like the quintessential like yin to yang sort of example. Okay. In the present, in the future energy, you have the Magician card, Gemini energy. And again, you have air energy all down the row, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini here. And again, this Magician card came up in the self-care readings that I posted to Instagram and Twitter today. So if this message is resonating, do check that out. But this is just saying that, you know, you're sort of building up to this place where you're going to be able to really, like feel and recognize, you know, tremendous change sort of happening in your life. And it's because of sort of, again, this sort of coming together, that triangular energy that sometimes I see things like very visually, that I was seeing sort of coming together. Could definitely, again, be talking about partnership, perhaps even a collaboration amongst a few people, right? And it's just saying that you have all the elements, all the tools that you need here, to be able to, again, move forward, or to, you know, start to manifest whatever it is that you've sort of seen here in your mind's eye, right? The Three of Wands is coming up as your advice, okay? So a couple of things off of this card. One, you know, be super aware of your thoughts, right? Because with all of this manifestative energy, you're going to manifest what it is you're thinking about, where your attention is, right? So really think about the most optimal sort of outcome sort of in any situation that you want, right? The other message behind this card is to have patience, right? That everything sort of has, of course, a divine order and flow and timing, right? So you can't sort of rush anything, but also not to sort of miss any sort of opportunities either, right? To sort of, again, really remain connected and attached to the present moment. And for you, Pisces, that really requires, you know, grounding, okay? I am also seeing that there's, you know, something you're taking action on, and it could even be that like maybe you're starting a new hobby, or you've sort of added sort of a new element to kind of your daily schedule or ritual. Okay. But I just see something that's like action oriented. That's also sort of, either it's sort of like a catalyst to this change, or it's like manifesting as part of this change, okay? In your environment, you have the Six of Swords. So you could definitely sometimes this card can talk about relocation or traveling. In a more metaphorical sense, it can talk about, you know, coming into a place of more calmness and, again, clarity and peace. For those of you who may have been sort of dealing with health issues, okay, whether it's like physical, mental, emotional, or even if anyone around you is, especially if you were, you know, again, it might have to deal with an air sign, maybe a relationship with an air sign, or someone in your family or, you know, friend group who has air. I am feeling this sort of improvement, okay, in terms of, could be the connection, but I am feeling like if someone had like specifically, you know, something that they were working to get over, again, could even be like some type of loss, but it more so feels like, you know, a sort of health related issue. And again, it could be that you're adding sort of a new, you know, maybe you're sort of kicking up your workout regimen or something like that. In your hopes and fears, you have this Princess of Wands. So again, in your sort of mind's eye, okay, and I do wonder for a lot of you, like, if this is, you know, may have been something that you sort of thought of, or, you know, once thought of doing, or perhaps even dreamed of. You may or may not have like shared this, you know, with people in your life, because I'm just getting this very sort of holding back kind of energy, like kind of keeping things to yourself, what it is that you sort of are working on directionally, perhaps where it is that you want to go. For some of you, it may be too that you know, you're trying to figure out sort of how to make this thing work. And, you know, it might also require that you sort of do some research, or maybe even go back to school for some of you in terms of what it is that you're trying to accomplish and to build here. Okay. But I feel like, you know, I definitely feel like there's this message of, and it's so funny because I said this in the Libra reading and in, who did I do yesterday? Leo, right? Which is actually fire energy, which we have here. I feel this very strong energy of like, you know, go ahead and take that risk. Go ahead and go for it, because I'm seeing a solid foundation being built up out of that, right? And this is not just in terms of your passion and in terms of your work, but this is sort of in all areas and facets of your life, right? It's going to impact, again, not just like your professional and you know, your sort of you know, practical and like monetary success and stability, but it's also going to have effects over into your interpersonal relationships and connections, and perhaps more profoundly, like also like just how you feel about yourself. In the outcome, you have the Emperor, Aries energy. Okay, so for a lot of you, again, this could be, you know, talking about someone that it is that you're connecting with, okay? Someone who I'm really feeling like a sort of like a co-equal partnership, okay? And of course, we know that the Emperor and the Empress always go together, right? We're not seeing the Empress out here, but it's kind of implied, right? When you see this Emperor card. So for some of you, this could be, you know, talking about, I get fire and earth energy off of this. So it could be talking about, you know, someone that you are connecting with, you know, whether it be for like work purposes or even romantically here. And for a lot of you, this is also, again, talking about just like your leveling up, okay, in your own sort of situation and in your own energy. I like it, Pisces. Let's get your numerology card and then we'll close out the reading. And again, I stitched together the readings earlier, so I don't know why I felt the need to say that over again. I just saw a happy ending, as well as pay attention to synchronicities, which came up, I think it came up in the Leo reading yesterday. Okay. Might have been Libra. I don't remember which one it came up in. Listening to music, which was part of your self-care guidance in the card polls that I put on Instagram and Twitter earlier. All right, what are the messages for Pisces, Spirit, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Oh my gosh, the card flew out of my hand. Hold on. So, okay, you have the number 5, change. It literally like flew across the room. So really fitting energy, of course, for Scorpio season, right? What else did I want to say as a part of that? Yeah, I'm just seeing, because again, at the beginning of the reading, we sort of talked about this, that there's a lot of, you know, like majorly transformative energy that is around you. Okay, so I'm going to read for this card and then we'll close it out. This card indicates a time of expected and unexpected change, when anything can happen and usually does. By drawing this card, you're being encouraged to think of your life as an adventure in which exciting opportunities could appear at any moment. Rather than fearing the unfamiliar and unknown, you are urged to embrace expansion, movement, and change. This is a time to go with the flow and open yourself to the opportunities that will improve your quality of life. Anything is possible and the wheels are set in motion, so be sure to play your part by moving closer to your dreams. You may be called upon to make changes in your mindset, relationships, residence, lifestyle, or career. Wherever a shift is needed to serve your greater good, it is time to broaden your horizons and re-spark your passion for life. I just want to stop there because, again, there was this energy of, you know, being in the flow with the universe, not fighting against that. And again, could be changes that you're making, right, to sort of your, you could be, you know, changing sort of scenery or sort of changing your environment. Okay, especially for those of you who are, you know, literally relocating. But for others of you, this could be about, you know, anything really. Again, it's like maybe you know, if like, let's say you have a weekly habit of walking, you make it a daily habit and you change your route every day or something like that. All right. The affirmation here says, I accept and surrender to the changes that improve my quality of life. So Pisces, that's been your November mid-month reading. As always, I do hope that the reading resonated. If it did, do consider a like, share, comment, or subscribe, or a donation. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, this is one style of reading that I do offer. You can do so through my website. I also have a monthly newsletter that you can subscribe to. The November one has not gone out yet. And I will also be doing a giveaway on my Instagram. So again, I post like additional content over there. So if you want to follow me over there, and I will be doing a reading giveaway this month. All right, Pisces, that's been your November reading. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.